Hey guys, Danny here. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing my January wrap-up and my February to be read. I'm going to try to do this video as fast as possible because I still need to film my book discussion on the Bane Chronicles today, and I also have just a lot of stuff that I need to do. So in the month of January, I managed to read 2 books, which I think is pretty good. Considering that I wrote an exam this month and did a bunch of last final projects. I wrote a 5-page short story in an hour. I wrote another short story for another class. I did a presentation on a serial killer. I did art pieces. It's been a busy month. And I've managed to work 20 hours a week whilst keeping up with school and everything, and I read 2 books, so that's pretty good for me. Anyways, after that ramble, so the first book that I managed to read in the month of January was The Fate of 10 by Pittacus Lore. This is the 6th book in the Lorien Legacies series. This is not the last book, this is the second last book. The last book actually hasn't come out yet. It was really good. I love this series so much. The end of this book actually ruined me, and I really need the second one. No, I really need the final one right now, so can't wait to do a discussion on this one. But obviously it's a 6-book discussion, so do not tune in if you have not read the first 5 or this one. Come on. Common sense. Okay, so the second and final book that I read in the month of January was 10,000 Skies Above You by Claudia Gray. This is the second book in the Firebird trilogy. The first book being 1,000 Pieces of You, which, if you saw my review, have I done a review? I'm pretty sure I did a discussion on 1,000 Pieces of You. Maybe I haven't. I think I did. I hope I did. But if I did, you know that that the first one ruined me. This one ruined me equally. Actually, my friends all got the same Snapchat. I finished the first book, and I Snapchatted of the book lying on my bed and me flipping it off. They got the same exact Snapchat with this one, except it was this book instead, and I was flipping it off because it's very, very aggravating, but in a good way, so thank you, Claudia Gray, for giving me feels. Okay, can't wait for the third one. This is such a good trilogy. It's about travel between dimensions. So good. If you haven't read it already, read it. It's, amazing. So that's all I managed to read in the month of January. I plan on reading 4 books in the month of February for 2 reasons. One, because it is actually I Love to Read month, so I gotta up my reading game a little bit, especially since last February I actually only read 1 book in I Love to Read month, which sucks. And I say 4 because I'm actually almost halfway through 1 at the moment, so I just want to have a plan of what I'm reading in the future, so enough of that, let's get into it. The book that I'm reading right now is Black Widow Forever Read by Margaret Stohl. It's really good so far. I'm 172 pages into it, and it's good. I like it. I'm not going to say anything about it now because I don't really know where it's heading, so let's figure it out. Let's read it, figure it out. So I should be finished this one soon, especially I'm going on, it's exam week at school now, so I'm off school, don't do any school, so I can read. Okay, the second book that it's so heavy, that I plan on reading in the month of February is Afterworld by Scott Westerfeld. I've read Uglies, Pretties, and Specials by Scott Westerfeld, so this is going to be my 4th Scott Westerfeld book. This is, I believe, about this girl. Her name is Darcy, but Darcy, she is actually an author, and she just, published her first book, and she's actually, getting super popular and everything, so it's about her living her life out as a popular author, but then also it switches point of views, and sometimes it's from a perspective of the character that she wrote, so I thought that would be pretty cool, and it's super big, but I'm really excited to read it, and I believe that this is super pretty underneath, but let me check. Ooh, I like it. It's opposite. Usually it's the band here is black and this is white. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, that's really pretty. Oh my god. Okay, so that's the second book. I actually don't have the other books picked. So you know what that means. My change/book thing. Okay, so the third book that I will be reading in the month of February will be... Okay, it's going to be... Upside down. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's going to be Life and Death by Stephanie Meyer. For those of you who don't know, that's the 10th edition Twilight where it's gender bent. So let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, Stephanie. You haven't let me down so far. So let's. Okay, so the last book that I am going to be reading in the month of, what month is it? February. Is, oh my god, is that 1 or is that 2? I can't tell. This one stuck to it. But I want the one that I grabbed first, not the one that stuck to it. Okay. Is, ooh, it's another green one. Ooh. Is The Game of Lives by James Dashner. As if I'm getting all the new books that I just got when I have books that I haven't read in years. Anyway, well, it's a game of chance. I can't control it. Okay, yes, so I will be reading Black Widow, Afterworlds, then I will be reading Life and Death, and then Game of Lives. I'm excited. Let's do this. Okay, so that was my January wrap-up and my February to be read, so tune in for my video on my discussion for the Bane Chronicles. That was a horrible sentence. Okay, so please comment what you thought in this video, and please subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Tuesday, and I am Iridania, and thank you so much for watching.